everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a team that can get it done on the ground. The Bengals are top 10 in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against a Saints defense that needs to be ready for it. So let's send you up now to the Queen City of Cincinnati. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Oh, boy.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do. And if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And the wideout in motion. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited you're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
Oh, that's 50.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And here's the offensive unit, and we highlight a very good guy, A.J. Green.
Let's just make it simple. He's a game breaker.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
The offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll run. It's Presley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Cameron Jordan is another one of those versatile defensive linemen as you can play all up and down the front. Whether he's playing tackle or end, he knows how to make plays.
Finally gave up, huh? Good boy.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go, D. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Let's go. Gun. He's coming, double up. All right, now, look at 56. Let's go.
I need to flip my defense on
Now a
everything I
shotgun
missed
snap
up.
as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Leopard. Turn it out. Gun. Watch it now.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. The carry here for the big tight end. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Over. Gun. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And
Right
down
there,
inside
man.
the 15, shy of the 10. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Come on, man. We got no time. I told you.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I don't know about you, Brent.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Got time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. The play clock's running down. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll set up a throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurt. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Now a carry here for Presley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on first down. Now they take a sack on 2nd down.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And this seemingly endless drive continues. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. And it goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. It's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Halfback sent in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. All right, now, look at 56. Look, gun. Let's go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Back there. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. All right, now, look at 56.
And the wideout in motion. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Back out on the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Let's go.
Here's Presley. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to be third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd down and goal from the 6. On the run, this is Presley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd and very short here, less than a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of 4, and it gives them the first.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed. No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Leopard.
Under 10. You. Take motion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that
need a
one
kick,
back.
huh?
Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Let's go. Detroit. Here we go. Boom, landed.
Watch the slant. Motion. Dash. Go now.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown.
Hold him with his hand in the cookie jar. He had his hand in the cookie jar.
91 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Why is he kicking like that?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
He stopped me 2 times in the red zone, man. I took the red zone.
Both teams appear ready
threw
for
a
the
pick
fight
six
ahead, and
the
we
first minute of
resume
the game.
action here in quarter number 3.
Yeah,
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation.
He got like 30 total yards off.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the back goes into motion. Now back to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he motions the wide receiver. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite
need that pick,
hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught Eifert over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw again.
Look at that pick. Come on, man.
But he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Gosh. Oh, yeah, I caught the right play.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Get loud. I want to hear you.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Too little, okay?
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Check 31.
Set. Detroit. Detroit.
Check.
Detroit. Detroit.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Be ready. Be ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession.
Watch out, bud. You don't pass it. Don't woke me up, boy.
Long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time.
I don't know who number 9 is on
You know
this
they're
team.
ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last
true.
time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Fair play.
Takes this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Yeah, I got the ball on my
third down.
I'm on my 12-yard line.
And the offense in that middle ground here on third down, 3rd and 5. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play.
Get out of the way, boys. Get out of the way.
He'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Their big tight end with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Third quarter. That's the time.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll run it now. Out
Get
of the
in, man.
And it works its way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed. Leopard. All right, here we go. Back there in that belly. Here we go. Watch it now. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. worked pretty well in that situation.
NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Green 39. Philly, here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure, taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now Bernard. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And ready for 3rd and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They've got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
I'm up 10. I'm up 10.
Snap as they'll look to throw.
Pick up. Hey, let him catch that. Y'all stink, man. Y'all really stink. Like, for real.
Pick up there of 20 yards. And quickly they get to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Solid job up front.
I can't believe that, man.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked.
What it
well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and there's some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Saints.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game when you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they're going to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they'll dish them out themselves.
They'll drop the throw.
What a ball!
He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Bengals a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the game there. And that'll be good enough for Cincinnati first.
Why you don't want me to wait?
This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
Come on, man.
Incomplete. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense.
Here we go. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Green, 39, Leopard!
On play action, they'll throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Get it up.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion.
Full quarter,
after
2 minutes
this.
to go, and that's it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Yeah, I'm up 3.
Green, 39!
Damn, I got the bad pass.
All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And
Bumbo.
he pushes way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Detroit! That's it now, Barney! All right, now, Lucky 56! All right, here we go. All right, now, Lucky 56!
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is taking
game over.
End zone, a fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room.
I was down by 3 on the 40.
For a touchdown. Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
That's my fault. I sent too many people. I ain't blocked nobody. That's supposed to happen.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And I got out of my defense. Man, this whole game was crazy.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They go play action here on 1st down.
Yeah.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can...
I gave that game up, man.